Today I'm going to walk you through how to get through Google Classroom as well as the MusicFirst learning management system. Just how to get there. Hopefully that'll be useful for not only music class but also some of the other classes. So first up, make sure you're signed into your Google account. So click sign in. If you're signing in not on your Chromebook, you're going to need to include the @EVSD90.org. So make sure you do that. And then here we're going to have our password. Enter our password. So there we go. We're all logged in. Now the next thing you're going to want to do is click this little waffle, they call it, next to your picture, and click on Google Classroom. Head over there and you should see all of your classes. So right here, let's say I'm in the advanced band class. I'm going to go here. This is where I'll see the feed. So hey, Mr. Langston posted a new assignment, or here's a bunch of information on a different post, that sort of thing. A lot of what you're going to see though is these assignments are in classwork, and this right here is an example of a MusicFirst assignment that's been transported over to Google Classroom. So right here you should be able to just click this and it'll take you to MusicFirst. Now it will present you with this page the first time unless you're logged in already, and what you're going to want to do is type in your username, which will be that 20 whatever. So let's say 20xx.last.first with no EVSD90 here, and then you're going to put in your student ID number. And I'm getting logged in here, and then it will show up here. Here's the assignment, good to go, and I can open and focus on sound, that sort of thing. Now while we're here, just a quick note, our learning management system, MusicFirst, is EVSD90.musicfirstclassroom.com. So if you head to that website, it will get you where you need to go. EVSD90.musicfirstclassroom.com, and then it will get you there. Now since I'm already logged in, it'll take me right to my home page. But this is how you get here. And the same thing as what I just showed you. Your login is your 2020.lastname.firstname. Now, like I said, I'm in the advanced band class, so I'm going to click on here, and it will load up this exact thing. This is the assignment that I just showed you in Google Classroom, and it took us straight to here. Little less complicated to go from Google Classroom, but you can also access it straight from MusicFirst. The other thing I'd like to show you is the software. Some of the software that's available for you. Aurelia is an ear training software that will help you identify intervals and all those different things as it pertains to listening. Focus on Sound is an encyclopedia software, so if you have a question about any sort of thing, you know, hey, I've heard about a certain type of instrumental ensemble, but I don't know much about it, that's a great place to start. Musician is very similar to Aurelia, it's just the written side of it. Aurelia is more listening, Musician is more looking at the notes on the page. O-Generator is a drum loop creator, so that's pretty fun to play around with. PracticeFirst, hopefully most of you are familiar with PracticeFirst at this point. It's where I've done a lot of assignments and things of that nature on there. There are also a bunch of really cool books for you to work through, and I'll show you that in a second. Finally, Sight Reading Factory is a really great tool for us. You can design your own exercises to go through. You can do rhythm only. Maybe you don't have your instrument, so you could work on some rhythms. You could do something that's sight reading for just you. Maybe you have an older sibling that plays an instrument. You could create something that's for flute and didgeridoo. I don't know. They probably don't actually have didgeridoos on there. But there are some pretty cool things that you could do with that. Just real quick showing you PracticeFirst. Let's say, for example, I play the clarinet. So I'm going to go in here, I'm going to pick my instrument as the clarinet. And it's going to show me a couple of things. So all of these are different books that I can play out of as a clarinet player. A New Tune a Day is pretty fun. Scales and arpeggios. This one specifically deals with scales. So all these different types of scales. Major flats. So this has all of your major scales. These are actually arpeggios. So for all of the major scales, it's got a bunch of exercises in here, and it's pretty robust. So here's A New Tune a Day, Book 1. If you are looking for something to do, pull one of these up, back to bed. Here's the song. You can have it play you an example. You can record yourself doing it and it will give you a score. And there's also all kinds of different things you can change in here. You can check your tuning. Make sure that before you do any of these exercises, it may say it wants to use your microphone. You click allow. If you don't click allow, then it can't listen to you and make sure to give you an accurate score. As you can see, this is my voice, so it's going to try to tune me, but anyway. Making sure that some of those things are set up the correct way and all that. These are really cool, fun things. There are also a bunch of duets. So if you wanted to play just one line, you can do that. The other thing is when you go over here, you can select, say, the student line. And so you can play this line, and while you're playing it, you'll hear what they call the demo audio. So that will be the other part played along with you. It'll make a little more sense when you've got your instrument playing along with you. So I hope that gives you a quick overview of the different software we have available to us. Again, there are a ton of things in here. Also, just because you don't find anything you like when you selected your instrument, feel free to just sort of scroll through. And there are some things that they've categorized incorrectly as far as instruments go. And there's plenty for you to check out in here. So if you do have any questions, feel free to send me an email. If you don't have my email address, I will include it in the description of this video that I will post on Google Classroom. Thank you so much.